today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on 3rd down. Tucker is going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Again, the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
To number 37. A gain of 12. 1st down, Las Vegas.
From midfield, here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The Giants' 44-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The 20. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
A spin. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see where they sit, perched right at the top. The question, Charles, with a perfect season they have going, what's on the line, how do you see them playing it out these final few weeks of the season?
Well, I can see the locker room voting unanimously to play to win. That's how they're built. It doesn't matter whether you're 0-whatever or undefeated. You want to play every game to win it. But I think from a management and coaching standpoint, you're looking at it and saying how much pressure is on this team to try and keep that record going. And is that really our ultimate goal? They're almost hoping maybe they get beat, and now you can start to rest guys and take the pressure off and just get ready for the playoffs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Tucker looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Tucker. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Back at the 37-yard line.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He sets to fire deep, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Now out come the Giants. They've got the lead, and certainly... The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Callaway. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Callaway. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
For the running back.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The running back.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Tucker. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Oh, little 360. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That is on 5 yards.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing is Allen on third. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
They got the safe completion on third. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We begin with a playoff rematch from a year ago. L.A. taking on Dallas, this time at AT&T Stadium. And it's the Cowboys who are out in front. The Cowboys trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one all tied. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
31-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have...
That's caught at the 25.
That's good.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tucker. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at it, it comes back at you. In this case, it just envelops it and brings it in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 2nd and 9, Allen hit. He lost the football.
Quarterback is set.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On play action, Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnston. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Complete to
A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a give right side. Callaway. He will go down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Allen now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Las Vegas.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Allen.
That catch good for only a couple.
Number 84. A gain of 2. Brings
So
up
2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Allen's pass.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And again, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Harrison Butker is set to kick.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Allen to try again after the pick-6. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it, and that is incomplete here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He finds a man on the crossing route.
Allen's pass.
And he gets it down to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
83.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Allen to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Allen's pass.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Allen again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Allen hit. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
4th and goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15.
That's good.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
24. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Allen's pass.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.